As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we'll take a look at the historic impact that one local politician is having on the state Senate. In September's primary election, Springfield City Councilor Adam Gomez defeated incumbent state Senator James Welch of West Springfield. Gomez does not face an opponent in the general election. In November, he'll become the first Puerto Rican to be elected to the Massachusetts State Senate. Connecting Point's Derek Kennedy spoke with Gomez to get his thoughts on his historic election.
It was sometimes, people might have a difference of opinion, and that's just politics, right? But for the most part, it was a really tough race. It was during a pandemic, and a lot of people during this kind of shutdown, it just reaps the benefit of an incumbent, but we still were grassroots. We're still doing a lot of innovative stuff to try to reach out to our constituents and our supporters and folks that, in the 3 different cities. It wasn't easy, but we kept on pushing, and we stayed motivated. And to be the first Puerto Rican is an amazing feat, specifically with my community that I grew up in. Community that I represent now, 70% Latino when it comes to the District of Ward 1, but 90% of those folks that are Latino come from the Puerto Rican diaspora, and I'm just super excited. I didn't realize that I was going to be the first when I jumped into this race or when I won, but to kind of figure out, you're in the history books is just a little bit, it's like the cherry on top. Honestly, I'm just excited to be elected and be able to represent everyone.
Wait, so are you telling me that your dad didn't give you the historic rundown as you were going through all of this? Because your dad literally is your pseudo campaign manager, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because for the most part, Dad has always been a true pioneer and an activist with a lot of great notable folks that, had a hand in this campaign. And they don't necessarily worked on it, but just with supporting me and myself in my endeavors as a child all the way till now, Barbara Rivera, Benjamin Ramos, my mother, Eva Gomez, Carlos Gonzalez, Cheryl Rivera, and Eddie Flores. There's just been a cast of people along the line, probably not hands-on to the campaign, but have been really instrumental in the community that inspired me and motivated me. But number one is definitely Dad. Dad went through a lot trying to just do what's right. And he always taught me that it's never the wrong time to make the right decision. And that's push forward and put your people first. And put the community.
Yeah, I know that just doing some research that your family is really big on pushing forward and making sure that everyone has a voice. And so that's why he was so excited for you. But at any time, did you feel maybe that this was too big of a challenge for you? You were going up against a 5-term incumbent.
To be frank, you're always going to be nervous. It was like the first time in 2015 when I first ran and people said, you don't have any political experience. How do you feel that you're going to be victorious? And then when it came to this race, it felt kind of the same, but a bigger race, obviously. I went from representing 18,000 people in Ward 1 to moving into a spectrum of upwards of around a number of like 140,000 people. And I think one thing that's evident is that I come from a background of community organizing with Neighbor to Neighbor. I'm a member, a volunteer organizer, and working on different issues from Washington, D.C. on a federal level when it came to Puerto Rico. And then, with criminal justice reform here in the state of Massachusetts, and also different other, initiatives. And here in the city of Springfield, just fighting for our community in the Black and brown neighborhood. So, canvassing, door knocking, phone banking. For a long time, I used to help out on campaigns, and essentially what it turned into was my own campaign. So. It really, if you're gonna hit the doors and you're gonna be out there and really putting yourself first, and it's grueling, it's exhausting. There's times when you're out there by yourself. There's times when you're out there with 20, 30 people, but you just gotta keep on moving and keep on pushing and keep on hitting those doors and keep on meeting people, listening. Listening is one of the biggest parts of it, and being and following through with your word and what you say you're gonna do.
What are you hearing from your voters what's most important to them that you're hearing?
One thing at the moment, what we were listening to was COVID-19 really stepped into the forefront, right? People were really scared, and now it's education. I know that West Springfield right now is, I think in the next month or so, they should be moving into kids going back to school. And then I know Chicopee did kind of voted into a hybrid situation. And then now in Springfield, we're all virtual. So I have 3 different communities that are going to be moving into 3 different phases of education. Education in the kids has been paramount right now, specifically when it comes to COVID-19. And obviously we know that we went from a green zone to being in an area that's at high risk. So there's a lot of things specific when it comes to COVID, and then the economic development of how some of these small businesses are actually going to survive in the next 6 months. Those have been the biggest things on my mind, but on the phone calls that I'm receiving here at the campaign office. But traditionally, healthcare, education, but at the same time, everything and anything is just how we're going to find a way to, everybody's wondering if the HEROES Act is ever going to come. And for the most part, I know that in the city, we've received some new CARES Act money, the rest of it, so that we can do some interesting stuff. But I've been talking to a lot of small business owners in West Springfield and in Chicopee, and a lot of them are really afraid for the future. But for the most part, just looking forward to work with those 3 administrations to make sure that we're advocating, we're pushing, we're fighting forward to make sure that the whole district is successful during this time of struggle.